Welcome to the first video of the Inbox to Income training program. In this training program, we are going to help you land your first client just by using cold outreach in just 7 days. I mean, once you have the right tactics, the right strategies, it does not take years and years of work. It does not take a lot of testimonials to land your first client. All you need are a few of these high yield, high tactic strategies that I'm gonna give away in this very dense 7 video series to you, right? So in this video, we're gonna talk about how you will stop thinking like a beginner, how you will rewire your brain and you will win clients fast. By the end of this video, you will install a new identity and you will eliminate the beginner paralysis that you're currently going through. You will be able to adopt the systems, thinkings, and beliefs of somebody who gets paid and not a beginner. And don't worry, you will be paid even without experience, even without having testimonials and all that fluff that you feel is needed to land paying clients. So let's dive deep into the first section, that is, how will we be destroying the default failure mindset that you're currently having? See, most beginners don't fail because of lack of information. They fail because of poor identity and inconsistent execution. See, they always need to feel that whenever I'll be ready, that is the time that I'm going to start, right? But trust me on this one, this is the biggest illusion that is keeping you broke. You will never be ready, man. Readiness is a result of movement and it's not the cause of it. Once you start, you will eventually learn and you will be ready. But the first step to start is the most important step in founding an agency. See, every time you're delaying outreach or delaying creating your offer, you are reinforcing the identity of somebody who is not getting paid, right? So just start acting. People aren't rejecting you, they're simply rejecting confusion. You don't need to be liked by them. All you need to be doing is be clear with your offer and with your positioning. They'll definitely pay you. Your self talk is your actual sales script. The first thing that you need to do is you have to first tell yourself and have that conviction in yourself before you show up to other people and ask them for their money, right? Now let's move on to the second section, that is the freelancer versus founder operating system. See, freelancers wait while founders create, right? Just stop waiting for the market to come to you and pay you money. Just build the market for yourself, build the offer, build the products, and the market will pay for it. See, freelancers sell their time while founders sell transformation to the people that they are helping. If you're charging hourly, man, you're still thinking like a laborer, right? You have no leverage if you're charging by the hour, right? A founder will ask, how can I solve a painful problem and do that with speed and confidence to charge a very premium amount for that? See, your offer does not need to be perfect. It just needs to solve a real problem that the people that in the niche that you're targeting want fixed right now. See, even if you don't have a portfolio, even if you don't have a problem, you can frame the conversation in such a way that you can get them enter into a result based mindset and eventually help you get paid, right? So the third section of this video is where we are going to be installing the high income identity in you. See, every high income skill starts with uncomfortable, uncertain actions. When I started my agency back in 2020, I was going through a lot of troubled financial situations, a lot of problems. But whenever you start, you will burn some money, you will waste your time and efforts and a lot of things. But all of that is necessary to realize the future dream that you have for yourself, to finally become the agency owner who actually gets paid, right? Your brain should be wired for safety and not success. You must override it by daily moving uncomfortably. See, sales is not about convincing somebody, it's about understanding deeply and prescribing clearly what their solutions could be. You first have to make them open up to you. and then you have to understand the current situation, and then finally you have to prescribe clearly what you feel that the solution should be, right? See, your first sale is never to the client, it's always to yourself. If you will not believe in your offer, and nobody else ever will, so first sell yourself that this offer is going to definitely help your client, and only that, after you have conviction, only then go out there and start pitching your clients, right? Imposter syndrome will only be cured through proof of your work, right? you I can talk as much as you want, but it's never going to help you overcome the imposter syndrome that you might be having. You just have to go out there, work, try. You might fail, you might pass, but at least you will have a market fit analysis for your offer, right? Now let's talk about the fourth section, that is the mental reframes that you must go through that will generate the clients for you. Instead of thinking that you need a client, start thinking that a client might need your services, client might need your help, right? If you have this shift, it'll create presence for you, it'll not create pressure for your client. The next thing that you must shift is, instead of thinking, what if they say no, start thinking, what insight will I be able to gain from this conversation? I might be able to gain some money, or I might be able to gain some learnings from this conversation, right? Instead of thinking that you're new, start thinking that you bring in a fresh, obsessed, and a hungry perspective in this problem, in this niche, and you are the future leader of that niche just starting out. Start having this mindset, and the results will actually start bringing in the revenues for you, right? If you're now thinking that you don't have experience, start thinking that you have a skill that solves a very burning hot problem, and that is enough to start. You will gain experience along the way. See, if you do not start, will you ever be able to gain the experience that you are waiting to gain before starting, right? The next thinking that you must, they are not responding. Instead of just thinking that, think that your outreach is not valuable or clear enough for them. That is why they are not responding. And then just go back to the drawing board, iterate on a few of other options, figure out what the best one for you would be, and then start doing that again. Right? You will eventually start getting responses too, but first you have to have the mindset that you have to first work on your outreach mechanisms, and only then will you get the responses. Now, let me give you a few daily execution rituals. Block 2 hours, 2 hours every single day for doing non negotiable income producing activities: cold outreach, cold calling, cold DMs, creating ads, anything that you might feel is necessary to grow your business. But 2 hours every single day, non negotiably, for the next 1 week, you have to spend on client getting and income producing activities. Split those 2 hours into 1 hour for outbound and 1 hour for asset building. That is building your offer, building lead magnets, building your authority. Use the 10-10-10 system, that is 10 DMs, 10 story replies, and 10 profile comments every single morning. Create momentum early, because if you take uncomfortable actions before 11 a.m., you're more likely to succeed and more likely to do that, because post you have gone through half of your day, you don't have the energy left to take uncomfortable action, and your default subconscious response becomes one of comfort. Also, start logging in every movement. Whoever you have reached out, whatever happened, and whatever needs to improve, just do that on pen and paper, because you're simply starting out right now. You must be having like 10 hot leads, right? You can easily maintain that on pen and paper. Don't go for that fluff, those shiny objects. Just do what's necessary to build income and generate that first client and the first revenue for yourself, right? Then record a 60-second loom introducing your offer. Even if nobody is ever going to see it, that is the first proof of your offer, right? And send 3 offers every single day. Do not wait for replies to fix your belief. Let your action build it. Your offer should be very, very personalized. We're going to talk about the offer videos, offer in a few of the later videos. But then send 3 offers at least every single day. And offer does not mean sending it to a cold traffic. Offer sending means that you're offering somebody who is asking for this for the solution of his problems from you. That is known as offer sending, and you must send three such offers at least for the next 7 days, right? Your loom, your PDF, your funnel, your DM scripts, none of that needs to be beautiful. All it needs to be do is add value to the other person's life, and it needs to be useful to help you make that sale, right? Also, your confidence will be built by having evidence and doing it for multiple repetitions, right? No amount of followers or the fake awards that all these gurus are promoting will ever give you that confidence, right? Now let's talk about the client magnet beliefs that you must instill. See, there are people right now who are struggling with a problem that you can help with, right? Your job is not to convince them, it is to lead them to that desired situation with clarity, calm conviction, and confidence, right? Every rejection that you get should bring refinement and not, heartbreaks for you. Every yes should compound your confidence and compound the proof that you have for yourself, right? Being ignored does not mean that you're always invisible, right? Your visibility can come from volume. Even if 10,000 people are ignoring you, 10,000 people now know that there is somebody named X, Y, and Z who sent them a DM regarding this problem that they can possibly solve. Someday they might reach out to you when they're in moments of despair. Don't you worry, man. Let me now bring you to the final installations for this day to move on to the next video. After you have watched this video, just write your one sentence identity today. And this is your identity for the next rest of your life, right? You help this specific person, that is dash, solve this specific problem dash with specific method. You should have a specific person, that is your niche, a specific problem that you solve for that specific person, and a specific method that you use to solve a specific problem for a specific person, right? Specificity brings money, man. Print that sentence out on a piece of paper, read it every single morning, or just put it as a wallpaper on your phone and read it every single morning. Rewire it until it becomes default. Repeat it as much as you can, and it should become your default identity. Stop thinking that you hope somebody messages you that today. Start thinking that who needs to hear from me today, and whom should I outreach today, right? Your first win is not the client, it is showing up fully for 7 days straight, regardless of failure, regardless of success, and regardless of any emotion that you might have in the 7 day process. Now, if you treat your agency like a business from day one, the market will respond to it like it's a business. If you treat yourself as a freelancer, you guessed it right, the market will treat you like a freelancer. So never ever treat your agency like a casual side hustle thing, and and you will definitely get great results. See, if you treat yourself as a freelancer, if you treat your agency as a side hustle, you'll just get side hustle results, right? So if you want to start getting clients and start scaling, have this mindset, and only move forward with the mindset of a winner, of a CEO, and not of a freelancer. Thank you for watching. I hope you come back again for the next video. The biggest problem with these free courses is that people don't go through them entirely. They can't gain the value out of those courses, and they all go in vain. But I hope you show up fully for the 7 days training program, and I hope you 100% implement this and get the first client that you're desiring. Thank you for watching.